Hey, do you wonder how in the world you're going to get those first clients when you start copywriting? Or maybe you're already working as a copywriter and you're still having some issues with how you attract them. So today we're going to talk about how you attract your first clients or your continuing clients. And I'm going to have to go super fast because this is kind of a marketing sprint with 7 ways to start attracting that first client. So let's begin. Number 1 on the top of my list right here is mindset. And mindset is exactly how you think. If you're thinking it's really hard to get clients, it's really hard to get clients, guess what it's going to continue to be? Your brain is going to say, sure, I'll give you more of that. You attract what you think about and what you focus on. And so the more you think that, the more that's going to keep happening. Here's a little tiny tip of how to start changing that. Literally challenge yourself when you think that thought, think, I'm not thinking that today. Today I'm thinking this. I love attracting my ideal clients. Clients come to me easily. I love how easily clients are finding me. Clients come to me easily. Clients come to me consistently. I love how easy it is to attract clients. Just say that kind of statement to yourself over and over again, several times a day. Do little sprints of it, 60-second sprint. Even if you don't totally believe it yet, start saying it because your brain reticular activating system is going to match up your inner reality to your outer reality. And the more you focus on what it is you want and not what you don't want, which is more of the same, and then what you do want, which is ideal clients finding you, the more your brain's going to help you with that and it's going to start changing. It really will. Just try it. Doesn't cost you a thing to do it. Just try it. Number 2, celestial Sherpa it. In my program, Authentic Copy, we refer to ourselves as celestial Sherpas. There's a whole story behind this, but basically it's this. A Sherpa is a guide and an emissary. A Sherpa guides and leads and brings a message. You're going to start by tapping into your inner wisdom from whatever source you call it. To me, it's God. It's aligning with the divine. It's celestial. You tap into that through meditation and prayer, asking for specific answers about certain aspects of your business, how you're going to connect with the client, what that particular client needs, energetically connecting to that, literally writing down what comes to you from that, and then flowing that into your business. I teach all about that in Authentic Copy, but start celestial Sherpa-ing it by tapping into the divine as you are attracting your clients. Step 3, copy samples. I hear this all the time. I don't have any samples. All of a sudden someone's asking me about copywriting and I have no samples. Well, guess what? You're a copywriter. Write them. Start creating samples for yourself, not full-blown sales letters, not complete email sequences. You're not representing that these are things you've done for clients because you didn't, but you are representing them as copy samples because they are, and they're your copy samples. Never give the entire copy away at all. Do not do that. A lot of reasons for that. But for right now, just know you're only going to give a piece of the copy. They don't need the whole thing. They just need to get an idea of how you write. So let's focus on the opt-in, sales letter, and emails. What can you do to create samples for that? Write a couple. The one exception is you can go ahead and write a whole opt-in because they're short. So you can have a couple opt-in samples. Your sales letter. Write a few sample headlines. You could have a series of sample headlines. Write a sample headline and the first paragraph or 2 of a potential sales letter. Just make up a topic, go after a topic you're interested in, and just start writing. Write yourself a couple of samples for different niche markets of a sales letter. So you have a sample to show. Email, same thing. Write some subject lines, write a subject line in the beginning of an email. Have them lined up, a couple of them, so you can have a couple of different ways, different niches. Don't write for the same thing on each thing, specific to, and if I were you, I would choose a niche that you're actually interested in writing for, whether that's homeschooling, real estate, online marketing, cooking, baking, weight loss, whatever it might be. Write some samples and for a couple of different things. Okay, so you can have them just as a plain Word document, and you could just send them in an email, but if you want to take that next step, go to Fiverr, Upwork, very inexpensively, have them designed so that each one that you write looks like a real thing. It looks like it was on a website, it has a little different color around it or a little different design. They can make a little banner. Just very, very simple, won't cost much at all. I promise you can have it done very inexpensively, but that does need to live somewhere. So then you need a page. You need a web page. So if you want to use ClickFunnels, it could be on one page there, any other kind of website builder, WordPress. Someone at Fiverr or Upwork can help you with that too. If you're not techie, I'm not techie, I get help with stuff like that. So all you need is a link with the stuff on a page that you could send someone to, right? And until you have an entire website built. If you have a website, add this to it, have this page. Okay, so you got your copy samples, connect and engage. Now you're going to hit the Facebook groups running. You're going to get into Facebook groups, private groups, communities. Look for niches that you're interested in. If you may be in a copywriting group, that's awesome, but you're not going to get clients there. So you look for specific groups where you might cultivate clients. and follow the rules, find out what they are, get into the group. It's free. I used to use what we called forums for this when I first started and got noticed and started getting clients that way. Then what you're going to do in there is engage. So just start having those conversations. You don't need to start them all because then it really looks kind of spammy. So just enter into conversations, look for some that, hey, I have something I could say about that. I could be helpful there. And that brings us to step 5, which is help. Just help them. Help them with, hey, have you noticed, I just noticed you don't have an opt-in on your website. Have you considered adding one? I'm a copywriter, so this is something I tell my clients all the time. You need to be able to collect the name and email address so you can start building a list and communicate with them, because this will increase your revenues when you do that. So just helpful information. It's okay to say I'm a copywriter, unless for some reason the group doesn't allow that. What might happen from that is people start noticing you. They are going to have things in your Facebook profile about this, because they may click on your name and go look at your profile on Facebook, right? Think about all roads lead to Rome. You want to be like intersecting these strategies so you know where someone's going and why, so that they can learn how to work with you. You can even say, if someone says, I'm interested in working with you, you could say, hey, just message me and I'd be happy to talk to you. Take it out of the group, have your conversation. Next step on that, I'll give you, see, I've got time to do, let's see what we're at, 6 minutes. Well, there's one more little quick tip, and that is you can actually volunteer to assess the next 4 people or 5 people that get in touch with me. I'd be happy to assess your website, absolutely free, no catch, just practicing my marketing analyzing skills, however you want to say it. Then really keep it that way. Do it on a Zoom call. Zoom is free. Record that call. If they say, well, how do I work with you after this? Say, I said there was no selling on this call, and I stay in alignment with what I said, but I'd be happy right now to schedule a second call with you where we could discuss your marketing. And then right when they're on there, get your little calendar out, schedule that call, because they're a warm prospect right then and there. Get the commitment for the next call, but stay in alignment with the original offer, which was to do it for free. And finally, if I go the right way here, gotta move my chair, money. When you get your project lined out, get paid in advance. That's the other thing I want to make sure and give you that tip. Don't put any pricing on your website. Get paid in advance. I promise you can do that. I've been doing it for more than 15 years. I teach all my students to do this. Get paid in advance, because our words are our commodity. We can't reel them back in, so get paid in advance. Oh, wow, that was fast. I'm at 7 minutes. I promise to keep this no longer than 8. So let's go. Authentic copy, by the way, price is going up on my program next week, but in authentic copy, this week, I'm going to have a sale. Lowest price ever, so you might be interested in that, because the first bonus you get in authentic copy is 11 ways to get your first copywriting client fast. So if you think any of these tips were helpful, I go way beyond that in that one bonus for authentic copy. So until next time, I hope that this helps you. I would love to hear back from you as you're actually implementing these tips for how to get that first copywriting client, or how to get more copywriting clients. And remember, it's easy to attract your ideal client. Till next time, this is Tina Lorenz.